Hi, I'm Joe Estano. Today we're going to be covering the sheet metal equipment found in the Epic facility. To start off, I wanted to show you that this is a combination square set. We're going to use the square head, and I'll show you how with a scribe you can get the accuracy of the cuts that you're going to be making on the equipment. We're going to be working with 1/16 aluminum today. First, I'm going to bring you over to the shear. This is where we can cut the part to size. This is 24-inch wide, and as far as you want to go, as far as your cut is, and lengthwise, okay? It has a shearing edge. The best way that I could show you this, the bottom knife edge is parallel to the floor. The upper blade is at a slight angle. So when it does its shearing action, it's moving from right to left as you pull the handle down, okay? And you get this action. That way it gives you less force applied to that handle than it would be if it were a straight cut. Here I've set it for a 3/4 inch. I'm going to slide it in. The stop is in the back. Shear it. And here's my 3/4 inch. You have a guide here on the left, a ruler, as well as this lines up so you're perpendicular on that cut. All right. If we back up a couple of steps here, we have a roller that you can roll parts with. You set your roller thickness of your material here, and you just bring both sides up until it just pinches. You can adjust your roller is in the back, so as this material comes in, you'll see it roll upwards. If you want to tighten your diameter, these two knobs here are brought up, and you continue to roll until you get the diameter you're looking for, or the curvature that you are looking for. I've cut a couple of strips here for doing some bends. Now, if you wanted to build a box, or at least have your sides bent up, we'll set this at 1 inch. So we bring the ruler to 1 inch. Make our mark with the scribe in the corner, both directions. This is a notcher. You can put the part in. You line your two lines up that you just scribed. Bring this down. Pull down, and you have a notch. Now I'm going to leave that 1 inch there. Scribe the 1 inch line here and here. Now we'll go to the brake. We have a brake in this shop. We do not have a box and pan brake. There is a difference. The fingers on this machine here, if you could take a look, are flat, and they come out maybe about 1 inch. On a box and pan brake, your fingers are about this long, and it comes out and down, okay? So note that it's tough to make a box with all four sides bent up in this unit. But I will show you some bends. First thing you want to do is, this is your clamp, release it, set your material down, take a look, and if you have to adjust for your material thickness, you move these fingers in and out. Okay, so I'm adjusting that now to this size material. All right. So as I showed you, I marked it and notched that out, and then I put a 1 inch mark here and here so we can do our bends. First bend, what we do is put it in, bring the scribed line onto the face of the finger. Okay. If you want to make sure that you are lined up properly, you can always take the combination square line it up to the face. Now I know I'm perpendicular. My fingers are at the beginning. Lock it and take your face up so you get your bend. Here's your 90-degree bend. Always check your work. Check it. If it didn't make that perfect bend, you can put the part back in and bend it up a little, or grab it and pull it back a little. Now to make the next bend, I've moved one of the fingers out of the way. These unlock and pull out so you can make an adjustment along the rail for what sizes you have on your design. And here you can see that you get your 90-degree bend. I do want to caution you, you have to select the proper materials. Good materials for bending operation and using sheet metal would be your 3000 series, like 3003, or maybe your 50,000 series, 5,000 series, excuse me, 5025, that they don't crack. Now this is a piece of 6061, and I'll show you what happens. It's a harder aluminum, not annealed, but when you do your bend, it can break. So be cautious of that. I'll be covering materials that are within the shop and what's good for bending, good for malleability, as well as those that are not. Okay, the last thing I want to show you as far as sheet metal is we can actually punch a hole and we can get an accurate alignment of that hole by scribing. Here I've set the square to a 1/2 inch from the edge, 2 scribe lines. I use my center punch, punch the hole. Now, the punch, the upper side of the punch has a dimple on it that will fall into that center punch hole. Line it up, pops in, and there you have a 1/4 inch hole. Now, this is much preferable than using a twist drill, as the twist drill, it may cause it to ride up on the drill. Okay, so here you would want to use either a step drill to drill your hole or punch.